All of you, welcome back once again to yet another project video. In this project, you're going to build your first ever, most advanced crypto wallet extension with multiple network support, account management, transaction handling, and asset management. So tons of features we have included in this particular crypto extension in which you will master complete cryptography and how you can build your own crypto wallet for performing all type of transactions. So let me give you a complete walkthrough that how this extension would work and what are the feature and functionality we have included in our crypto wallet. So when the user will come, they can simply install the extension and they can simply open. So once you will click, it's going to open the extension and it's going to fetch out all the details about the account which we are connected. So right now you can see I'm connected with Polygon. So I can simply click here and I can toggle to any network. And I can also add my custom network like Arbitrum or any EVM compatible network I can add. So if I switch back to Ethereum, it's going to change every single thing. And you can see right now I'm connected with Ethereum mainnet. And you can see the balance I have in my fund. If I go back to the Binance, it's going to simply fetch the balance I have in Binance and all the token, all the data, all the state management will change based on the network. So I can come back here, I can go back to Hostly, and then you will find that this much amount I have in Hostclick. I can see my assets. That's all I can able to monitor. So from here you can able to toggle to the network. So I'll come back to Polygon Mumbai because I have deployed my contract. So from here you can able to manage the network. The next one we have is the account. So you can click here and from here you can able to add multiple account and you can simply switch. So if I come back to account number 2, every single state will change and you can able to see that how much fund I have in my account 2 and all the token which I have the balance. So I can simply toggle to account. You can add multiple account. You can come back here, click on this plus icon, and from here you can able to create your account, create another wallet. So you can give your name, you can give your password, and it will generate a new wallet for you. I can simply click on this and it will be come back to the home page, and I can also create my new wallet from here, or I can simply import my existing wallet. So I can give the name, give the private key, and give the password, and I can import in my MetaMass. So that's how user can interact. So let's come back here, let's click outside, click on the extension, and it will find that it's going to open and it's going to fetch out all the data from this particular wallet. So from here you can able to manage the network. Now you can come back to setting, and from here you can able to control and add your network manually. So for example, right now I have these networks available. If I want to add any other network, I can do that. I can simply click here, it will give me this option. I can click on this add custom network, and here I have to provide all the details: name, RPC URL, chain ID, and symbol, and explore URL. And I can simply click on this add and it will be added, and I can simply able to perform the transaction and fetch all the data. So that's how you can add the network. Then we have the manage network. So it's just a button, and you can come back here in the security section and you can simply click here and you can able to get your own private key of your wallet. So right now I'm connected with this account number 1. I can come back here, I can switch back to account number 2 to show you, because I have some fun in my account number 1 and I don't want to expose that. So I can come back here and I can go back to my export private key. I can click here and I can give my credential. For example, I can give my password, and it's going to simply expose my credential, and I can simply copy and I can use it. So that's how I can get my private key. I can simply click on this cancel and I got it. Here we have the backup functionality, so you can simply add that one. And here we have the other part of the application. So these are the styles which you can simply include it. So this is the entire settings section from where we can able to manage our wallet. So I can simply close it and I can come back here. So this is our network setup and wallet setup. Here you will find the wallet which you are connected. So right now I'm connected with account number 2, and I can simply switch back to account number 1 and it will be updated and the entire context will be changed. I can simply click on here and it's going to copy the address of this particular wallet. The next one we have is the balance section. So right now I have this much fund in my Polygon mainnet. I can simply click here and it's going to fetch out the entire data once again, and that's what we have here. The next one we have is the send. You can click here and I can able to transfer the fund or the token to any particular wallet address. So I can give the address, I can give the quantity, and I can pick what I want to transfer. So I can transfer Pol because I'm connected with Pol. If I'm connected with Binance, I will get the Binance option. And this is the 2 token which I have imported, so I'm getting this option as well. So I can select that token and I can perform the transaction, which I will show you. So close this one. The next one we have is the receipt. So this is going to be your wallet address. You can simply add your QR code. You can simply copy your address and you can simply provide that. So that's the QR code section and receipt section we have. So close this one. The next one we have is the history. So all the transaction which you're going to perform, like transferring of pole or transferring of the token, that's all the data you will find here. So you will find all the transaction which I have done from this particular account. You can see the transaction is confirmed, this one is in the pending, and this one is the pending, and that's all we have here. You can able to click here and you can able to find all the stats we have. It's pretty beautiful. So you can simply come back here, and if you want to see the details about the transaction, you can simply click here and it's going to give you the details. You can have the hash, confirmation, from, to, amount, network, and you can see the timestamp when you have done the transaction. So you can simply copy and you can simply explore that one. Simply close this one. So this is how you can explore the transaction which you have done, and that's all the data which you will find. So close this one. Come back here. So that's the history section. Now we have the token section. So if you want to add any token in your wallet, you can simply click here and it's going to give you this option. You can give the address of the token. It's going to fetch out all the details about the token and you can simply add it. So it will be reflecting in the token list. So right now I have added this token list. So I can simply send if I want. Right now I have the fund, I have the logo, and I have the name. So I can simply click on this send and I will have this particular option. From there I can able to transfer the token to any wallet address. I can give the recipient, I can give the amount, and I can select the token, which is this one, and I can able to perform the transaction. Got it? The next one we have is this details about the token. So you can simply click here and it's going to give you the details about the token, that how much token we have, what is the contract address, symbol, decimal, network, and when you have added, and you can simply go to the explore section. You can click here and you can simply go to the explore section. Okay, you can also remove this particular token if you want. I can simply click on this remove and it's going to ask you for the confirmation. You can click on this remove token and the token would be removed successfully, which I will show you. You can also send this token. So click here and you will come back here, and from here you can able to select the token and you can able to transfer the token to any wallet address. So that's a really powerful feature we have included. So I hope you have understood that what are the feature and functionality we have included in our application and how everything would be working absolutely fine. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to first create a new wallet. Right now you can see I have this much wallet, like 1 and 2 wallet. I want to add one more wallet. So what I will do, I'll click here and it's going to give me this particular option. So let's call this 3, and I can give my password. I can simply confirm my password. And I can simply click on this generate wallet and it's going to generate me a new wallet. You can see I have created my wallet successfully. Right now you will find this is the token which I have added on Polygon. That's why it's keep reflecting here, but I don't have any token in this particular wallet address, and I'm connected with account number 3. I have 0 fund in it, and here you will find the details about the token. I can click here and I don't have any balance. So that's how you can able to create the account. Now what I will do, I'll simply come back here and I can simply click here. From here I can able to generate the new key which I have already shown you. Now I can simply import my key. So what I will do, I'll click here and I'm going to use my private key. So what I will do, and here I'm going to provide the details. So first is going to be the name. So I'll say 4. I have to put my private key. I'll give the private key. This is my test private key and I'm going to give the password. I've given the password. Now I click on this import wallet and I can see I have imported this particular wallet successfully, and this is the address. I'm connected with account number 4 and I don't have any fund in this. I can come back here. I can go back to account number 3. I don't have it, but the moment I will go to account number 1, I have the fund in this particular wallet, and I can go back to account number 2 in which I don't have the fund, but I have the token. So that's how you can create the wallet and how you can import your existing wallet to the MetaMass. Now the next one we have is the network. I can come back here. I can able to switch the network. So if I go back to the mainnet, you will find that I have this particular token on the mainnet Ethereum, and I don't have any fund in this. I can simply come back here, go back to account number 1, and I have this much fund. So that's how you can toggle between the network. Now if you want to add any network, you can do that very easily. You can come back here, go back to the add custom network, and you have to put your name of the network, RPC URL, chain ID, and you have to put your symbol and the explore URL, and the network would be added successfully. So let's provide the details. So first is going to be the network name. So I'm going to add the base network. I'll give the RPC URL. This is the one. Then I give the chain ID, which is going to be 8354 for the base, and I have to give the symbol is going to be ETH, and I can give the explore URL, but I'll just keep it because this one is an optional one. So I'll click on this add network and this network is added successfully. Now you can come back here and you will find this network is added successfully. Right up here you can click here and you can able to explore. Right now I don't have any fund in this particular network, and you can see every single thing is updated. So that's how you can able to add the network, and it's going to reflect right up here. So I can go back to the Binance and it will reflect. So this is how I have added all of this network. By default, I have provided Ethereum and Polygon, but the rest of the network I have added in this way. So it is absolutely fine. So come back to the Polygon mainnet, which will fetch all the data about this particular account. So this is how you can add the network. Now let's perform a couple of transactions. So what I will do, I'll come back to this particular one. So first what I will do, I'll come back to account number 2, and in this you can see I don't have any fund. So first I'm going to transfer the pole, and then I'm going to transfer the token. So right now you can see I have already done the transaction and I have this much token for Linktoon, but there is no token of future scan. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here, I'll copy the address, go back to my account number 1, because in this I have some fund. I'll click on this send, come back here, paste the address. Now I have to decide how much fund I want to transfer. So I'll go with little less, this much fund I want to transfer. I got it. I'll select the pole and I can click on this review transaction. You can click here and it's going to give you this review option. You can see where you are transferring, how much you are transferring, estimated gas costs, and that's all the details you will find. Click on this confirm, and here it's going to ask you for the final confirmation that are you really want to do the transaction. So let's confirm that. Let me give the password. I've done the password. Now click on this confirm, and the transaction is in the process, and finally the transaction is completed. The transaction is set successfully. You can see it's updated now. The transaction confirmation, we got it. If you come back to the history section, there you will find the transaction which you have done. We got the confirmation. You can click here and you will find all the details, the transaction we have done. Looks absolutely fine. You can come back here. And if you go back to account number 2, you will find the fund will be reflecting here. So we have done the transfer of the pole from account 1 to account 2. Looks fine. Now I want to transfer the token. So what I will do, I'll simply come back to account number 1, and I'm here. Now I have to transfer the token. So I can simply click here and it will give me the address. So let me put the address, and I want to give the token. So let's transfer 5 token. I don't want to spend much. I want to simply say, let's reduce to, and I want to select the token. This is the one which I want to transfer, and click on this review transaction. Here it's processing. You have got the confirmation. Now click on this confirm, and the transaction is here. Now you have to give the password and click on this confirm, and finally the transaction is happening, and finally you can see the transaction is submitted successfully. Once we'll get the confirmation, after that you can able to see the transaction is done. So here we are. Finally we got the confirmation and the transaction got successfully. You can see the balance went down. Now if you come back to account number 2, you will find that it's went up to 4. We have transferred the token to account 2. If you come back to the history, there you will find the details that we have transferred the token, 3 token. Earlier it was 1 and now it has 4. So we have done the confirmation. In the same way, you can transfer any token. For example, if I want to transfer this one, I can do that. Right now I have 0. I'll come back here, go back to account number 1 in which I have the fund. I have this much token. I can click here. I can see the details that I have enough fund. I can click on the send. I can come back here. I can give the address. I can give the quantity, let's say 4, and I want to transfer the FX. Click on this review. Going to give me this one. Click on confirm. Let me give the password, and let's confirm the transaction. The transaction in the process. Once the transaction will complete, you will find that it will be submitted successfully, and all the transaction which I am doing on the mainnet, you can see how easily we are transferring and doing all the updates. So it looks perfect. We're done with the transfer. Click on this history. You will find that we have done the transaction to account number 4. We have transferred 4 token. Now you can come back to account number 2. You will find we have done the transaction. Now we have 4 token. In the same way, you can transfer to any other address. For example, I can come back here. I can copy this one, and I want to take all of the token. So I'll simply copy the address. Now I can click here, go back to account number 2, and I have the 4 token. I want to take it back. Click on this, give the address. Now I can give the 4, and I want to go with, let's say, FX. Click on this, and let's click on this confirm. I can give the password and click on this confirm, and the transaction in process. Once the transaction will complete, and you can see the transaction got failed because I have insufficient fund, because this funding is not enough for performing the transaction and paying the gas cost. So it will work absolutely fine. You can see we have the logs. If you come back to the transaction history, that's all the details you will find. So if I want to fund in this particular one, I can do that very easily. If I want to get the private key of this particular account, I can get that very easily. I can simply come back here, click on this export private key. I have to give my password, and I can click on this reveal private key. Here I got it. Click on confirm, and you can simply copy. So I have copied the private key. So that's really powerful. We have included all types of feature which you need to have in your crypto wallet extension, and you will find that this is what exactly I use for managing all my token. I generally keep my keep my assets in my own crypto wallet when I have to do my managing and when I have to do the transaction. So it's really powerful. I hope you have understood that what are the feature and functionality we have included. Every single thing is getting updated at the real time, and we have all of that. So that's what exactly you're going to develop in this particular one. This is the beautiful interface you have. You can click here, you can able to have the details. If you want to remove this particular token, you can do that. So first let me copy this one to show you. Let's copy this one, and I want to remove this token. I can click here and I have to simply confirm this call remove token, and the token is removed successfully from here. If I want to add the token, I can add that. I can click here and I can give the address which I have copied, and you can see it will automatically fetch the details about the token, the name, the symbol, the decimal endpoint, the network, and click on this add, and it will be added, and it's going to fetch out the balance of the token you can have here. In the same way, you can delete any token, or you can simply have that. You can delete, copy, I can remove and confirm it's removed. Click here, paste the address. It's going to fetch out the details. You can simply click on this add. So all of these two tokens I have uploaded to the Polygon main network. That's what you can able to find. In the same way, I have this one token which I have uploaded to Ethereum mainnet. That's what you can able to find. So every single thing is looking good. I hope you have understood that what are the feature and functionality we have included in this particular crypto wallet, and how it's going to help you for managing and building a really powerful crypto wallet. So that's what exactly we're going to develop. Now let me go to provide you all the assets which you need to develop this particular application, and how you can do the setup and deploy to your Chrome extension, where you can use it and test it, and you can make it live to the Chrome store so the other can use as well. So to get all the asset for this particular Chrome extension, you can come back to the blockchain coder. Right now you can see I'm already on the blockchain coder. Come back to the source code section. You can click here and come back to the source code section. I have already given the link in the description, so you can click there and you can come back here, and you will back here, and you can simply come back here, go back to the recent project, and there you will find this is what we have. So you can simply click here, and there you will find all the details which I have provided, which you can read about it. Here we have the starter file, so click on this. It will take you to GitHub, and here you will find all the structure we have used in our Chrome extension and what are the package module we are utilizing. So that's all you can able to find it out. You can able to see the final code. You can see the setup video, what are the feature we have included in our project. That's all the details which you will find, and you can also see the structure we have applied in our MetaMass clones or crypto wallet extension, which you can call it. So that's all the details which I have provided. So make sure to clone this repository, so when we start working on the project, that's what we're going to do it. So now we can come back to the blockchain coder, and I'm going to simply take the final source code. So if you take the final source code, you're going to give your valuable contribution my team to bring more tutorial like that. So make sure to get the final source code. Once you will take the final source code, you will get the zip file. Make sure to extract this file, and you will get this particular folder in which you will have the complete source code of this particular project. So make sure you should have a zip extractor in your system, then you can able to extract this particular folder, and this is the folder you have to open in your VS Code. So what I will do, I'll simply close this one, and let's open our VS Code. In our VS Code, I can come back here, go back to open. I'll go back to the desktop, and this is the one we have simply drag and drop in our project. Let's make on the big screen so I can show you that how we have designed the entire folder and file structure, and what are the feature we are providing in our project. So this is the complete project source code which we have developed for this crypto wallet extension. So you can see this is the image in which we are keeping the icon. So make sure to design the image based on you want to assign to your crypto wallet. So this is the same image which I'm taking to all the icons. So put your icon, give the same name, but change the image. That's the icon we have. The next one we have is the JS, in which we have the complete logic for this particular extension. So you will find these utils in which we have the network management code, and then you will find that all the code which we have written for network configuration, predefined network configuration. So you don't need to make any changes. I'll tell you what are the changes you have to do and where you have to do. So that's what we have here. We have the local storage because we are storing the information. We are not keeping the user private key or any data anywhere else. That's all we are storing in the Chrome browser, and from there we are retrieving and doing the validation. So your data is going to be in your system. It's not going anywhere else. So this is the storage section we have. We have the token manager. That's all the ABI, all the predefined token which we are providing. That's all we have here. So just keep it, don't need to make any changes. We have the UI manager, which will allow us to trigger and open different components. That's all we have here. We have the wallet manager, which allow us to create the wallet and do the setup. That's all we have here. So you don't need to make any changes, just keep it as it is. That's the utils we have. Close this one. The next one we have is the pop-up This is the main file which going to trigger all the event in our application. So it's a huge file you will find. That's we have written almost more than 1,000 lines of code we have written into this particular project. So you can see we have tons of code we have written which bring all the features. So if you go all the way down, like it's really huge, which has multiple feature. So it's a really huge file in which we have written all the code. So we have written like 276 lines of code we have written. So you don't need to make any changes. Every single thing is dynamic. I'll tell you what are the changes you have to do. You can simply explore the functions and understand that how we have built the logic, but don't need to make any changes. You can simply see all the approval model, all the events, all the different components for hiding, for displaying the notification, for displaying the toaster. That's all we have here. That's all we have. So I'll tell you what are the changes you have to do and where you have to do it. So let's close this one. The next one we have is the style section, in which we have written the entire styling for designing this beautiful UI component. You can see this is the additional style we have. So just keep it as it is. If you know how to do the changes in the stylings, you can do it. Otherwise, you can keep it as it is. We have the pop-up model, and here we are using the branding color. You can simply play around with this. But this one is the most beautiful color structure we have follow. Keep it as it is. Okay. Close this one, close this one. The next one we have is the background script. Just keep it as it is. Here we have built this particular script which allow you to trigger the event. So just keep it as it is, which will trigger the event. Now we have the context. Keep it as it is. This will run in the background for fetching the information. And we have this ether.mini.js. And this is the package, ether package we are using for performing all the transaction connecting with the blockchain. So in the Chrome, you cannot use the CDN link, entire package, and put it in your local environment. So that's what I have done. You don't need to make any changes here. This is the ether.js package. I have simply copied, and that's what I have pasted. Here we have the injector provider, which has multiple features, which I have just keep it as it is. Okay. And here we have the manifest file where we are providing all the details about the crypto wallet. And this file is very important because when you're going to upload to Chrome's web store, these are the information you have to provide. So you have to provide the name, you have to provide the description, the version, the permission you want to have. Like we have to have the storage, tab system, scripting, what kind of type models we are using, what are the script we want to execute, all the URL. That's all we have here. So just keep it as it is. Don't need to make any changes here. If you want to change the name description, you can do that. You can change the version as well, and you can define all of it. Come back here. Here we have the pop-up model, which is our HTML file. So we have written the entire code for building all the functionality, all the component sections. So you don't need to make any changes. Every single thing is fine. If we have come back to the readme file, there you will find all the details about the readme file, all the information, all the details which we have provided. So you can have a look. You can have a look. Perfect. Okay. I hope you have understood that what exactly you will get in this particular one and what are the things we have included in this particular section. So let's close this one. Now, what I'm going to do is, let me tell you what are the changes you have to do from your end, because we are providing two network as a default. So I can come back here in my JS. I can go back to the utils. Here you will find this network. And right now you will see that I have this network. So we have the network for Ethereum as a default, which I'm providing, and we have the network for Polygon provide. So here you have to provide your own RPC URL. You have to get your own RPC URL. I'm using this particular provider, ankr.com. You have to go to the website and you have to get your own RPC URL, which I will tell you how you can get it. So this is the one place where you have to do the changes. And the second place you have to do the changes in the pop-up model. And here we have done the network configuration as well. So let me quickly close all of this open, so I can show you what are the functions and the models we have and how you can able to provide your own RPC URL in the project. So I'll simply close this one quickly. Just give me a few seconds. So you can come back to the get available network. In this particular function, you have to do the changes and put your own RPC URL. So here you have to provide your Ethereum mainnet, because that's what we are providing as a default, and I'm providing default as a Polygon. If you want to add Binance as a default, you can simply add the detail. So, and you have to get your own. So to get this RPC URL, you can simply come back here in the blockchain coder. So I have already given the instruction. You can come back to the readme file, and from there you can get a readme file, and you can simply scroll all the way down, and this is the website which you have to go. Simply copy this one, come back here and paste it, hit enter, and you will come back to the application. Make sure to create your account and log in. Once you will create your account, log in, then you will have your dashboard and you will get your API key. So make sure to create your account and log in. I'll come back to the chain list, and I have already created my account and logged in, and you will find all the blockchain list which is available, which you can get it. So if you have to get your Ethereum one, you can simply come back here and you can find the Ethereum, or you can simply do the search, and here we got Ethereum. You can simply click here and you can simply do the copy, click here, and you can simply copy. If you want to get it from mainnet, copy just like this, come back here, and that's what you have to provide. right up here. This one is for Polygon and this one is for Ethereum. You can simply come and paste here. In the same way, you have to get it for Polygon. And the same thing you have to provide here as well. So this is the two places where you have to get your own RPC URL, which you want to provide as a default. And you can add also network as a default. So this is what you have to do. Every single thing is dynamic. Now I'm going to simply close this one, close this one. Now I'm going to upload this code to Chrome store, and I have all of this data. Now come back here in the browser. I'll simply open up, and I can go back here in the three dot, go back to the extension, go back to the manage extension, and you will come back here and you will find that right now we have all the extension which I have uploaded. Now I can click on, and I can click on the desktop, and I have this particular folder which I will select and click on select, and it will be uploaded. You can see the image is reflecting fine. If I give a reload, you can see there is no problem in our Chrome store. Crypto extension is added successfully. I can click here and I can see it's reflecting. I can click on this pin and it will be added. Now I can click on this icon and it's going to open and it will reload, and finally you can see I don't have any wallet, so it's giving me the options. So what I will do, create my new account. I can click here, I can simply call this one, I can give my password, I can give my second password, and I can click on this generate wallet, and it will be generate the wallet. And here I have the access in the dashboard. Right now you can see there is no token, and by default I will be connected with Ethereum. I can switch back to Polygon mainnet, but there is no fund available. There is no fund available. There is only one account. Now I can import my account in which I have the token. So I'll simply come back to my MetaMass and get the private key from there. Import the account. So I'll click here. Now I'll click on this. I'll come back to import. I'll give the name. I'll say 2. Let me paste my private key. I give in the private key. Now let me give the password, and I can simply click on this import, and you will find the account is imported successfully. I already have this much ETH in this particular account. I can come back here, switch back to Polygon, and you will find that is going to reflect me my balance. I can simply click here and I can able to add the token. So right now I can click on this and it will fetch out the token details. I can click on this add and it will be added successfully in my project, in my token. I can click here, I can able to have the details. I can simply click on the remove, I can remove it. If I want to add one more, I can click here, I can click on this add, and it's going to add the token. Perfect. You can see the history right now. There is no transaction is there. That's why it's absolutely empty. I can perform the transaction, I can send it. In the same way, if you want to add any network, you can click here and you can click on this and you can simply add the network. For example, I want to add the Binance, so I can simply come back here. I'll click on this, go back to the chain. I can select the Binance. I got it, click on it. I can simply click on this endpoints. I want to get it for the mainnet. Now I can come back here, click on the extension. I'll come back here, go back to the network. Let's call this Binance. I can give the RPC URL, I can give the chain ID, which is the 16, and it's a BNB, and I can just keep it as it is. Click on this add network, and the network is added successfully. Now I can come back here and you will find that I have the network. I can click on this Binance and it's going to simply switch and it will reflect me my balance which I have in this particular token. So I hope you have understood that every single thing is working fine. This is really powerful, which allow you to manage your own Chrome extension. You don't need to be dependent on Chrome or any other wallet providers. You can take this particular model and you can simply add it in the decentralized application which you are building. So in that way, what happened, the user don't need to use MetaMass or any other wallet. They can perform the transaction right with the wallet which you're going to provide in the application, so they can perform the transaction. So this one is really powerful. I hope you have understood that what are the feature functionality we have included, and this is what exactly we're going to develop it. So this will help you to gain the understanding of the crypto wallet management and how you can able to take every single thing into a decentralized application and build this particular application and bring it more power to the user and have the entire system autonomously, so you don't be dependent on any other external wallet. So that's the only thing I want to cover. I hope you have understood that what are the feature and functionality we have included in the crypto wallet. So with that, I'm ending this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.